Hi my friend, this is Cissy. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about part number 4 of the 5 episode series of messages from your future self. And today I'm going to channel your future self and see what they want to tell you about your spiritual growth. Now, about spiritual growth, it's a huge topic, and obviously you're reading a tarot card, so you know it is important. Recently, from my personal experience, I really feel the urge to get back to my daily practice and remind myself that how important it is to remind myself that who we truly are, which is spiritual beings in the human body. And a side note, I really miss you guys. I love making these videos aside from my day-to-day life. Anyway, today, like always, you have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is going to be the High Priestess from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Pile 2 is going to be the High Priestess from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck. Pile 3, you are the Priestess from the Muse Tarot deck. If none of these cards jump out to you, just think about number 1, 2, 3 and see how it resonates. And you can scroll down to the timestamp and click on the correlated link to your portion of the reading. I will see you at your reading. Hi Pile 1, if you pick the High Priestess from the Light Seers Tarot deck, this is your reading. This card did not show up in our shuffling, so I'm gonna put it aside. I pre-shuffled everything, so let's look at these cards one by one. I haven't looked at them. For tarot cards, you got 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the Hangman, the King of Cups, and the Hermit in reverse. And then from the Sacred Destiny Tarot deck, you got Adventure and Courage. And then I also have the Work Your Light Oracle card. You get Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Wow. Wow. And oh, you get a 3rd card. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And then you get TikTok in reverse. You get Message in a Bottle. You get Fork in the Road in reverse. And then for the Moology card, you get Your Commitment is Being Tested. First quarter moon. And Surrender to the Divine, full moon. Wow. All right, let's look at these cards. First of all, there's an urgency that Spirit wants you to start your spiritual journey as soon as possible with the TikTok in reverse. The time is clicking and it's about to bomb. If you have idea of what you need to do in terms of spiritual growth, and you have been waiting, procrastinating, you're like, maybe it's not the right time, your future self really is telling you that take the leap of faith, right? Don't you have that card? Yeah, you have to take the leap card. You go first, the universe will catch you. And what are you gonna do? You ask. I think your spiritual growth, luckily, or well, I guess I shouldn't judge, it's coming from playing, celebrating, having fun, and just be yourself. It's coming from adventures, and this adventure is not just any adventure. It takes courage. It's not just simply walking the woods. When I look at this adventure card, there's waterfall, there's whitewater rafting, there's Hawaii looking places. It reminds me of like Kauai, places that are exotic. And I see that along with the TikTok that you might have been waiting around and not making a decision of doing certain things related to your spiritual growth. And I see that Spirit is telling you to come out of that isolation hermit mode. You might have been isolating yourself, not communicating, not going out, but it's time to take your steps. I see that your future self is saying that this is the time to really plan for your future. Look, she's about to go surfing at night or in early morning, probably more like at night. She's very adventurous. Your future self is saying that you're going to have to, or you will end up working with someone. You are not gonna just be by yourself. This is about teamwork. You will find a community, even though it's small, there's still gonna be a community. I see that you are internally going through maybe a dark night of the soul with the Seven of Swords. I see the crow was screaming, warning you, or just your shadows are being awakening or being brought out by this full moon. You did get full moon, surrender to the divine. I don't know what is going on in your life, but it seems to me that it might be something that's out of your control, that your future self is saying that this is a time for you to be in the flow. Because when I think about whitewater rafting with the adventure card too, is telling us to go with the flow. And your tarot card is also showing me who you are, which is King of Cups. You are in full control of your emotions, and you have a lot of emotions. You are a very wise person. You might enjoy living by the water. Well, the cup is represented by water, and this card in particular have a lot of sea animals sailing. Even the crown is made of water. Your next adventure is very possibly related to water, because if you look at the card, we get the Three of Wands, adventure, courage, answering the call, play, message the bottle. They all have water. Water is important. You might be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Your next adventure, I encourage you to look into spending some time close by water, see if there's any retreat. And let's see, we also have message in the bottle. I think your divine message, your future self is telling us that it is coming from a place that's unexpected. It's coming from a bottle. It's showing us that you need to believe in what you are asking for will be delivered. Your future self is confirming that. This card is telling you to pay attention to your surroundings, to pay attention to small details, synchronicities. If you're seeing a lot of numbers over and over again, maybe look out for that intro number and see what it represents. Paying attention to what message different people have been bringing you. Maybe they all tell you the same thing. If they do so, you actually should check it out. Because if people bring you the same message over and over again, there's a reason. I think Spirit is sending direct message to you through different people, through different souls. And then you have number 13, fork in the road, come out reverse. When this card come out reverse is showing us that indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, losses, and confusion. You can't remain in your current place without experiencing loss. That's just unrealistic. It's showing us by not making a choice, you're making a choice. You're procrastinating, you are refusing, just like this handman energy. As I said in the beginning of the reading, I feel like you have been stuck in a place regarding to your spiritual growth. Your future self is saying it's time to take an adventure and do something different. What is the definition of insanity? It is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Your future self is literally telling you that follow your heart. You are giving a lot of chances, a lot of choices, and Spirit, your guides will continue there to help you, but you have to make a different choice. I feel like there's so much you need to learn on this journey, and you are nowhere near meeting your milestone. The reason I say it's a milestone is because I think our spiritual growth come in phases. you make a big effort for this period of time. You thought, oh, I think I'm at a good place. And then spirit or even yourself, your higher self was saying little interesting situations and then realize that, oh, I'm not where I think I should be. Yeah, that's where you are right now. You are in the beginning of your next spiritual growth. Your future self is telling you that you need to start doing it. And your spiritual growth is come from fun things. You just gotta play and take adventure and trust that universe is catching you. I almost feel like your spiritual growth is to learn that lesson, to know that there's no right or wrong, and you are taken care of and trust. Whether it's God, divine, the source, you have to trust. This is the spiritual lesson that you are learning. And I think maybe what you wanted to do regarding your spiritual growth is such a big leap, such a big step that you are afraid, you don't know if you will be catched. Look at this handman. Even this handman is upside down. She is still being caught by the ropes. She is safe. She's reaching through the symbols and there's a star behind her. There are a lot of symbols in your reading. And then with the Moon Logic card, you get the first quarter moon. It says your commitment is being tested. Maybe it's your daily meditation. Maybe it's your journaling practice. You need to continue to do that, whatever it is. Over and over again, your reading is telling me that you have to surrender, trust that you are being taken care of with the surrender to the divine card, with the leap card, with courage. Yeah, it's time to take the first step. Reaching out for help. You have a community working for you, and this next journey for your spiritual growth is not done by yourself. Whether it's attending a workshop with others, whether it's to working on a project with others, you need to get out of that hermit mode and that handman mode and answering your call. What is your soul calling you to do? Well, I think we answered that question. Your soul is telling you to take a leap of faith and take the next adventure. Go somewhere near the water. If you think you've been struggling with your current job, take a leap of faith and just quit. The reason I say that is even for myself, I realized that once I let one thing go, something else always show up ready for me. That thing may not be the right thing, but that thing is my next journey. Without doing that thing, I wouldn't be ready for the next step. My dad recently told me that you are always well, not me, but in general, we are always acquiring skills. It's always that we don't have enough skill for that situation. You never have too much skills. So take that leap of faith and take that adventure, Pawan. I'm praying for you. I'm sending you light and love here. I hope this reading makes sense. Leave me a number 1 if you stay until the end of the reading. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Hi, Paltu. If you picked the High Priestess from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck, this is your reading. Now, I pre-shuffle all the cards. This card did not come out from your reading. We're going to review all the cards together. I didn't look at them ahead of time. You get Judgment, Justice, 2 major arcanas, 20 and 11. You get the Hierophant come out reversed. You get Queen of Wands. Wow, Paltu, you're some main character here right now. I'm so glad you're at this reading. You get the Knight of Wands come out reverse. And you have the Two of Cups come out reverse. Interesting. From the Moon card, you have a win-win outcome is forecast. Full Moon Libra, be bold and make the first move. Wow. What are you doing, Paltu? And then you get the Blessing. This is such a beautiful card from the Sacred Destiny deck. And you got Love. You get Two of Cups and you get Love. And then you got Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You get Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. And then you also have never-ending story and time to let go. Wow, how to. We're talking about your future self's message for your spiritual growth. This is not a love reading, but I think your relationship is affecting your spiritual growth. How to, your cards are really telling a story. This is highly related to your relationships, especially your love life. It's very obvious because we have Two of Cups and we have love. Like, I can't walk around relationships and your love life and just talk about spirituality because it's very clear to me that you are going through a breakup. And this breakup is leading you to your next spiritual growth. Let's talk about them. And you can see that I mixed the tarot cards and the oracle cards together because I think they go hand by hand. So let's go from left to right. First of all, I think you're going through a breakup. This can be a dissolve of a marriage, aka divorce. This might be a breakup from a soulmate connection. I use the term soulmate very loosely. It's not just the one and only person in your life that you're supposed to live for the rest of your life. For many of us, myself included, we get divorced, but doesn't mean that we're not gonna meet our soulmate or the previous spouse was not our soulmate. It just means that we made a soul contract and we completed the marriage portion of our contract. For example, me and my ex, we have a son together. So even though our marriage was dissolved, we still have to deal with each other for the rest of our lives. So the new chapter starts, and it's about how we navigate our new relationship, not just between the two of us, but also with our son and possibly with our future families. But anyway, there's a relationship that's ending in your life. And with that ending, I see that you are frustrated. You may have been angry. There are a lot of fiery energy that's not let out in your body. You're holding it. And I see that you feel this is messed up. I just hear the word, it's messed up. This is not what you wanted. Obviously, when you made that union, you wanted to be happily ever after, but this is not how it turned out. And I'm sorry, pal, too. And your future self is telling you that it's time to let go. You have to make the decision because if you stay within this connection, it brings you never-ending story. And this never-ending story brings you frustration and further anger because you feel misunderstood, you feel exhausted, you are in doubt of, do I love her? Do I not like him? Should I stay? Should I go? Your spirit, your future self is saying that you have to be the one to make the first move. Maybe you have to be the one that initiate the conversation or just file for divorce because the other person will not do it. And it is time, well, separating that connection between you two, set up your boundaries with that person, with that person's family, with all your friends, literally, because I see that people have a lot of demand from you. There are so many hands around you asking you for things, but you only have so much energy. No matter who you are, if you're a human, if even though we're spiritual beings in a human body, we're still human. There's so much energy that we can give in a day, in a week. You need to establish a better boundary because I see that people take advantage of you, and that's what causes you frustration. Because it may not even be that ex-partner, it may be ex-partner's family. They have expectation. Maybe they don't want you to break up because they have invested in your relationship. Something along that line, that you are making a decision for yourself, but there's so much resistance from all over the place that you right now need to set up a firm boundary and know that whatever you're going through, even though it's to me, it's very possible that you were going through a legal process with the separation because we got Libra. Yeah, full moon in Libra, there's the skill, you get the judgment, you get the justice, justice has a skill too. You definitely are going through a legal separation or divorce, and know that your future self is telling you to look for a woman outcome. In a separation, in a negotiation, not just relationship, but for your business deal too, anything. You want to make everybody involved feel that they are valued in this situation, and your future self is telling you that forecast a win-win situation. Work and communicate with the other person and set the goal, saying that even though we may not be together going forward, you may have common interest, and work from that common interest and set your plan so that both of you can dance with life going forward, can be liberated. It says do something to change your energy. I see that your current energy is quite frustrated. You might be isolated or just having headache, like not literally headache, but just so much stress. And I'm sorry how to many of us have gone through that phase, and know that you can come out from the other side and you can be dancing. And the good thing about you is judgment is about liberation. It's about free yourself from the old mundane, from your old way of living. Clearly something was not working in this previous relationship that caused you so much frustration, because I see that you tried over and over again. And I see that right now in this time frame that you're watching this video, you're going through a major transition with this relationship. It's clearly a very significant relationship to you, but know that you are going through this separation so you can be freed, and know that the outcome will be justified, will be justice, there will be a balance, both of you will be okay. Really, I think also from your pile, there's a message of take care of yourself first. Put your interest first and then think of everyone else. I had a bufo ceremony on New Year's Day of this year. And if you have experienced or heard of bufo, it's a very strongly intense spiritual experience. And in the experience, a very clear message to me was that my son was the most important person in my life. And then I was just laying there, and then I asked Spirit, so what about myself? What about myself? Do I put my son before me? And the answer was, of course not. You is the default. The Spirit is telling me that take care of yourself, and then after that, the most important person in your life is my son. It's not like I have to put anyone in this planet ahead of me. If I'm unhealthy, if I'm not at a good space, I can't do anything. I can't show up for anyone. So this energy, especially with this boundary card, is telling you that it's time to rearrange your time, rearrange your priority, or rearrange the people in your life. Put them in the place that they deserve. With respect, with love, know that we are always connected, even though you are separated, but you have to come out of this. And what's waiting for you on the other side is bliss. It's blessing. When I look at this card, I think about Costa Rica. That's where I had my spiritual awakening physically. I read so many books before I went to Costa Rica, but it was there when I went through the ayahuasca retreat. I really felt it in my heart. It was so beautiful. How do I want to cry right now? I feel a very strong energy from you that you need a release. You need a release. You need a good cry. Find a space. Maybe go out in the wood and scream. If you heard of somatic breathwork, find a practitioner or someone who's trained, for example, me, to help you with that experience. You need to let out this frustration. Don't hold yourself back. And what waiting for you on the other side after this releasing of the previous relationship is true love. It's the unconditional love. I feel strongly that this is the romantic love that's waiting for you. That's gonna be so beautiful, and you will be in that relationship for a long time. And the person waiting for you is oh my god. I'm not gonna pick up that card, but you can see on the screen. I know what that card is. It's Queen of Wands. The person that's waiting for you to give you love is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the wise, smart, witty, fun, fiery woman, feminine energy that's nurturing, that's humorous, waiting for you. That's what waiting for you. I think most people who watch my readings are women, but I'm just telling you that what's waiting for you, either if you're a woman, that's who you're gonna become. After this ugly, I mean, it's not ugly. This is meant to be. And you are going to solve it like a mature adult because you know that you both want win-win outcome. Just because you're separating doesn't mean that you have to hate each other forever. Learn to forgive. And if you're a woman, know that you're going to come out wiser, more beautiful than ever, confident, witty. You're going to be happy again. You're gonna find your new love. You're gonna have your new bless. I don't want to turn this into a love reading, but I'm telling you that you're gonna be a very fulfilled and confident woman. If you're a man, that kind of woman is waiting for you on the other side of this. And throughout of this is when you are going through your spiritual awakening. Actually, I resonate with this pile because it was my divorce that triggered my spiritual awakening. Before my divorce, I work very traditional corporate life. I knew about tarot cards. I never heard about oracle cards. I did not do any psychedelic. I had smoked weed, but that was to the extent of plant medicine that I've ever experienced. But now, because of my own divorce, it triggered me years long renew of who I am. Like 3 years later, I'm doing tarot card reading for you. So pile two, there are a lot of work you need to go to. I'm so sorry that you are going through this breakup. I know that you're frustrated, you're heartbroken, you have a lot on the stake, but know that it is time for you to let it go, to make a decision, to make the move so that you can liberate yourself. And the outcome will be good. Will be good in the worldly sense. You both will get what you have, and along the way, you will meet someone, or after this is all done, you will end up with someone, is a better way of saying it, and know that one day when you look back, this is what my intuitive coach told me, that I will appreciate it for the experience that I have because that made me who I am today. How to, this is all I have for you. If you stay until the end of the reading, please leave me a number 2. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you picked the Priestess from the News Tarot deck, this is your reading. Wow, this card did not come out from the shuffling, so let's review your card. I did not look at them before this reading. We're gonna start with the tarot cards. You get the Knight of Voice, 4 of Inspiration, Page of Voice reversed, Strength, 2 of Inspiration, Knight of Emotions. Wow. And you have an extra card, Muse of Emotions. That's King of Emotions, King of Cups. And then from the Work Your Light Oracle card, you got the Crumbling. What are you clinging onto? Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. All right, Pile 3. You get a change in the wind. Soulmates in reverse. Focus. From the Sacred Destiny deck, you get success. In my last reading, Pile 3 also get success. Maybe I have the same people picking Pile 3 over and over again. You get a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, and show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. You got 2 full moons. Well, clearly something is coming to an end. Now, give me a minute, let me rearrange this card and I'll be back. Pile 3, I see that there is a million things going on in your life. At least that's how I feel. Because these cards covers relationship, covers your mindset, which can be related to every aspect of your life. Let's go through them one by one. From the two of inspiration, I see that this is a time your future self is reminding you to look forward, to take new steps, because this is a time for planning for the future. I see that you are building your communication skill, you're becoming more precise and accurate in your words. I see that it's a time for you to evaluate every aspect of your life and see if there's anything that doesn't serve you anymore. You might feel helpless as sometimes when you are navigating your situation, but everything is divinely orchestrated in your life right now. I see that there's new love coming in, and this new love may bring you a soulmate who are here to bring out your shadow side, to make you face your shortcomings, to push you go through shadow works. It may not be just the fluffy, happy, puppy love. It is something that you will feel grateful later, but at the time you might feel so challenging in this connection. I see that your future self is telling you to spend more time with your community. You are not meant to be isolated. You have your soul tribe that you should really lean into their energy, learn from them, and you have so much to give them as well. And this will bring out your spiritual growth too. I see your future self is telling you that you are the queen. You have the magic and the tool to navigate your current situation. You have the strength. Bring out your inner confidence. You are the queen. Maybe you are stepping into a new line of career. You are doing career pivot. Maybe you move to a new country, new city. Something making you don't feel as secure as you used to feel like. But know that this is just a phase. This is another opportunity for you to grow. And I see that you are going to grow emotionally, more mature from the night of emotion to the muse of emotion, which is the king of emotion. You're going to feel all aspects of life. Something along this way, whether it's related to your spiritual growth or you take some workshops, is going to awaken your senses, your six senses, your hearing, your eyesight, your taste, most importantly, your feelings. I see that something is falling apart in your life. And the reason it's falling apart is because it no longer serves you anymore. What's falling apart is this black wall, and behind the black wall is the beautiful nature. It's a river, it's flowers. You are not supposed to cleaning into the old way of thinking, the old way of living. Let that go, because something so beautiful is coming out, and your future self is reminding you that your vibration is rising. You are an oracle. You are a healer. You are a pillar of light. By being around you, other people get healed. You are born to be a healer. Look at your chart. You may have Pisces somewhere in your chart. What I mean by that is if you look at your natal chart, some planet is occupying either the 12th house or Pisces, because usually that indicate to me that you are a spiritual healer. You're born to be a spiritual healer. Your future self is also telling us that you are going through a change in the wind. There are a lot of things that's fading away, crumbling down, but it's all meant to be. Don't hang on to it. You need to focus on your pride and really show the world the real you. Be yourself. Claim your power. You may feel at times that you're losing your grasp on this world because things are changing so fast. You feel unfamiliar with the new territory that you're arriving at, but you are a unicorn. You are meant to fly and heal. Once you sit by yourself and listening to your heart, you can figure out a way. You know the way. It's all in you already. Ask for your spirit guide for help. Even your future self can give you hints here and there. Listen to that. And I see that with the Fury climax approaches, something is gonna be reaching its peak. And I think this peak is the crumbling down moment, is the change in the wind, it's the hurricane, it's the tornado that's gonna blow away everything that no longer serve you in your life. But it feel like a loss at the moment, but it may feel like a huge battle, but it's a part of your destiny. And know that by the end of it, you're gonna come out successful inside and out. I always say that when I look at this success card, it represents to me of a fulfillment, inner and outer. You will be recognized by all the effort that you make. You will feel fulfilled too, because this is a part of your life calling. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're letting go is your past. Once this old wall is crumbling down, you will realize and people will see that you are the pillar of light. Only when that dark wall open, you see the lightness come out. And your future self want you to focus on the prize. We have two big cats in this reading, a bunch of horses, whether it's zebra or horses or what is that? That's not unicorn. It's that P word. You know what I mean, the horse that has wing. And it also makes me feel like you are not alone. Oh, you're definitely not alone. You have 4 of inspirations. That's teamwork. Your assistant come out in the form of lion or some huge cat. Oh yeah, the success has cat too. Look, we have 3 cards have huge cat. I don't know if you're a cat lady or something about cat is related to you. I think horse and cat are your spiritual animal right now. When you see them, know that your spirit divine is with you. Well, divine God source is always with you, but you are guided every step of the way. When you feel lost, find a way to go back to your spiritual practice. Really plan and put your thought into action. Ask for help. Look for your soul tribe. Your soul tribe might be your parents, might be your friends, might be your siblings. It can come up any form and shape. It can even be strangers. But you are not supposed to step into the world by yourself, even though from every now and then you do feel lonely. I know that we all feel lonely and misunderstood from time to time. What's important to you is to show the world the real you, and don't be scared by other people's facade. A lot of people wear their mask to protect the true self. You don't have to do that anymore. I know it sounds scary and even like crazy to just strip naked and show the world an authentic self, but that's how you attract your soul tribe. And know that you are going to come out success. You're going to be the example of a lot of souls on this earth, and you're going to show them how to navigate and utilize their emotion to be themselves. The society taught us to hide our feelings and not express our feelings. Society wants us to be fact-based. That is the masculine energy. And what you are here to do, my Power 3, is tune in to your feminine side. I don't care if you're a man and woman. We all have feminine side. The feminine side is caring, nurturing, is in tune with our heart. We apologize when it's necessary. We take action when we want to. We take responsibilities. Once you do that, you will come out success. And also know that there's a relationship coming to your way. This relationship is a soulmate connection, meaning you two have, where you and your soulmate or soulmates have a contract that you are helping each other learning. And be ready for that. Embrace life. Know that you both come from a place of love. You have the key to each other's heart. You might be the one whose heart is locked, and this soulmate is coming here to unlock it. And after this whole crumbling down, whatever this soulmate is going to do to you, I don't know the exact event, but it seems like the soulmate is going to turn your world upside down in a good way. It may look chaotic at the time, but it is for your own good. and afterwards, your true self, that true magician, that true oracle is going to come out thanks to this soulmate and whatever this soulmate is going to do to you. Wow, I look forward to this. If you stay until the end of this reading, leave me number 3. And if you know what this soulmate is doing to you, please share the specific so I can know what I'm talking about. It's quite intriguing to know that your soulmate can bring out this energy for you, pile 3. I hope this reading makes sense to you. I hope to see you next time. Bye.